we're toying around with the idea of a GenX Rants segment here. Not that some of our other segments don't result in some rants. That's perfectly fine if it happens, but we're just going to set some time aside and see how it goes every episode. Now, we may have a rant, we may not. It's okay. We're not going to force anything. But if anybody has something that's bothering them, it could be anything. It could be about in the news. It could be sports. It could be,
I got two quick ones.
It was somebody at the store ticked you off, whatever it is, behaviors of young people, whatever it is, you can go off on it, and that's going to be our time here. So we're going to pilot that right now. Keith's got two things, and then I'll work in something afterwards. So go right ahead, sir.
Okay.
What's bothering you?
All right, two quick things. You just said one of them, somebody at the store. And I'm tell you what, I'm not going to blame these young people. Well, you know what? I am going to blame
these young people. Is this a count and change thing again?
Yes. yes. I'm done blaming the kids. I'm going to blame management for now because.
Why are you paying cash anyways? What's going on?
We are making dummies because I like to have cash on me at times. All right.
Okay. All right.
So,
okay.
My bill was $427 and I gave this kid $527 and he stood there and did this. And he went, "You don't need the 27. You got change coming back." I said, "Are you serious right now?" I said, "Do you not understand? I'm trying to get $1 back."
Wow.
He was just dumbfounded. I said, "Young man, can I tell you something? Do yourself a service. Learn how to count money and learn how to count money backwards."
I'm dumbfounded you had 27 cents in your pocket. What's happening? You got coins in your pocket?
I got a change purse. That's right, you young kids.
Is that what it was?
I got a change purse still, yes.
Is that one of those things that you squeeze them with your fingers and it opens up?
Oh, my
yes, I got
Lord.
one. I found one somewhere and I use it. I keep it in my bag. Yes, I do.
I got this at the bank in 1983. That's good. Still works. Damn it.
Still works. That's right. I don't know where I found it, man. I got tired of change being everywhere, so I said, I'll put it in this. It works great. It might have been my mother's or something. I don't know, man. It still works. All right, let me get to my main rant. What has happened in this world that people can't take politeness anymore? So my church went out yesterday to the park to feed the homeless like we try to do once or twice a month. And I called Little Caesars to order like a stack of pieces, or like 8 pieces. And the guy answers the phone. I say, "Hey, how you doing today?" And his response was, "What do you need?"
Yep. I'm busy.
I said, "Hi."
I ain't got time for that.
I said, "Hi, how you doing today?" And he hung up on me.
I got on top of that crap. I got to get these hot readies going.
To make.
I got to get these hot readies out.
I called back and had a long talk with the manager, and he was like, "You know what? There's no call. There's no call for that crap, man." He goes, "You're right. I'll have some words." So I said, "You know what?" I said, "Society is just going to crumble if we can't even be polite to one another." You know what I'm saying? I mean, I say this all the time to people when I call, and I'll say, "How you doing today?" And they get silent. They're dumbfounded.
Mm-hmm.
What is that supposed to be?
How to answer that question is what it is.
It blows my mind how often it happens.
It's a loaded question,
Lighten up, okay? Common courtesy manners will make your day go better, okay? Just lighten up. Gee whiz, man. Somebody says, "How you doing today?" And don't give me this one. Fine. And correct response. Fine. How are you doing? I just don't understand it, man. It just blows my mind. I don't know. We just got idiot parents. We got idiot managers. Combination of both. But it is just a lost thing, and it is really, really sad. I don't know what world I'm living on. That's my rant for today.
Okay. All right.
I'll bring the change thing up again in about 6 months.
Yeah. Yeah, these kids got to count backwards. That's one of my favorite rants of yours from the past. These kids got to count backwards. Yeah. Anyway,
I totally forgot I brought it up before. Okay.
Yeah, that's all right. No,
I'll show you my change first next time.
I remember those. I know exactly what you're talking about too. Yep. There's like on a keychain thing. Yep.
No, not that one. The one's like a football. No, not that one. This was like a little purse, like Skinner know I'm talking about. And it's got metal ends, and you squeeze it, opens up.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Yep.
Little leather pouch.
And
wow.
Thank God this is a family show because most people won't say that looks like a football.
Man.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Next. All right, that's all I got today.
All right.
Let's move on to some pop culture.
I'm going to give you my rant. So this is pop culture. Then we'll come back to Gen X reviews and all that stuff.
Sure.
But so new movie's out. Doing pretty good at the box office. So Martin Scorsese has a new film, Killers of the Flower Moon. So it earned $7 million this past weekend. So it's like a $52 million so far. Big name actors in this thing, right? So I'm sure it's going to be up for Oscars. So Leonardo DiCaprio, Robert De Niro, Lily Gladstone, a lot of people are in this movie. But it's about 3 hours long.
Wow.
Okay. So I have mixed emotions with these. So obviously some of these films, Oppenheimer was another one. There's a lot more movies these days, even superhero movies.
Yeah.
2.5, 3, 2:45, 3 hours. And I have mixed feelings about these quote unquote blockbuster movies in the theaters. You're pushing 3 hours long. Sometimes people wonder, well, how come people aren't going to the movies so often? Well, I don't know. I mean, for me to go see a 3 hour long movie, that is obviously for anybody, that is a huge investment of time. You're talking, all things considered, 3.5 to 4 plus the commute. It's your entire afternoon or your entire evening. Right. Now, one side of it, certainly, you're getting your quote unquote money's worth. They're not charging more money to go see it.
Right.
So you get to see a long story and really you could really spend all the time they want to develop the storyline, the characters, and this and that and the other. But I don't know, man. So just that long of a movie, it honestly for me, it deters me often from going to the theater and sit down because I don't necessarily want to spend the time, especially if they don't give you any intermission. I'd rather wait until it's at home on streaming, where obviously you could pause it or even just stop it and come back to it later. So I don't know. So so what do you think about? I mean, I think 3 hours is too long. I think a 3 hour movie is too long to put that in the theater and expect you're going to have a lot of people come out and sit there, and definitely people will. I do want to see the movie. Don't get me wrong, right? But to put that long of a movie in the theater, especially if they don't give you intermission, I think is ridiculous. If you put a 3 hour movie in the theater, okay, fine, man. Then you got to give people time halfway through there, like the old fashioned intermissions. Pause it, let people get up, stretch your legs, go to the bathroom, get a snack, whatever, and then come back to it. But you can't just expect people to sit there and enjoy a 3 hour long movie, start to finish. In my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's my little mini rant. So, wow. Keith, what do you think about what do you think about these epic movies that's more commonplace these days?
Well, I thought you were done with your rant, and then you said something right there at the end, and you took the words out of my mouth. And I think that's the biggest point of it all. Me personally, I love the long movie. I love when I get more content, more development, more background story than some movies. You kind of go, like, where did this person come from? You know what I'm saying? When they have time to give more, a little bit development and explanation, it makes a little more sense sometimes. Because sometimes the story can't make sense. You got to kind of read on the internet to understand. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Because there's only so much time. So I love when there's a movie that has enough time to develop and you understand where everything's coming from. Now, my only problem with it is the physicality of it, sitting in a chair for that long. And you nailed it right there at the end. And we could get back to the old days of an intermission, which of course is going to make your time even longer there. But people got to go to the bathroom, man. I know I'm in pain sitting here doing this show right now on my knees. So I think that would be the key if you're going to do a movie that long. But personally, I like the long movies. The ones that I want to see, especially if it's a Marvel movie or something like that. And man, the best thing you could give me is more content, And as long as you don't waste my time. It's not a 3 hour movie for what reason? Stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make it worth my while. Give me something to say. I hate those segments that you're doing this. It's the boring part of the movie or stuff like that. Make it worth my while. Make sure every minute is like, must see TV. So, yeah, go back to the intermissions, man. People got to go to the bathroom. People got to stretch.
Yeah, absolutely. Skinner, what do you think about? Thank you. What do you think about all that, Skinner? The epic movie.
I have two examples, and the first one goes back to 25 years ago. One night, I was coaxed into going on a double date with Coach Cooper and his wife, Amy. Well, with my first wife, and that movie was called The Titanic. That was a 3-hour and 9-minute movie that I cannot get back in my life. No. The movie was award-winning. There was a reason that they had 13 actors awards, and DiCaprio was not one of them. He was awful. He should not have been in that movie.
Really?
Anyways,
I love that movie.
That's not what this is about. But that
movie could have been 45 minutes long, that movie. Anyways, go ahead.
Yeah, the movie could have been wrapped up in an hour and a half, and we still would have been good.
The boat sank.
Done.
Yeah, exactly.
Done.
The second one I have is we go back a year ago. You and I, us three here for the show, we went to dinner, and we are again with John and Amy surprised us and met us for dinner.
Right,
and then we went and saw the Batman. And that was a 2-hour, and if I remember right, it was 45 minutes.
That was long.
It was upwards of close to 3 hours, and we decided to go to the 9:00 movie. And the three of us struggled to stay awake or to stay alert for that entire time. It was pushing midnight by the time we got out of there.
That's because you were half lit.
Well, no, we didn't drink that night, which was a good thing. But even then, this is a DC comic book movie that we absolutely love, and we struggled with the 2-hour and 45-minute time frame in that movie, and that was a movie that we actually liked. So they've got to. While I know you understand, you like the backstories, you like the preparation. I think they need to scale it back, get it back to under 2 hours. If you go an hour 55, that's probably about the max that you need without needing an intermission that you were talking about.
Yeah. I think Skinner brings a good point too. It's harder to see that if you go at 9 o'clock at night. Then that's rough. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if you see it in the daytime, things are a little bit different. But you go at night, man. That's hard to stay. You know, this is a Gen X show. We ain't 18 or more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we're there napping and nodding. You know, so hey, I fell asleep in the theater one time. I was Highland Square. I woke up and the lights were out and everything. I was in the front row, punched down to sleep. Nobody knew I was there. So,
All right.
Good rant.
So yeah, don't put unnecessary filler if it's going to be a long movie, and if you're going to have a long movie, give the patrons an intermission. You know, let them stretch and
Fisher need a nap.
Enjoy it more. That's right.
This is Keith Porter here, aka Porter House from It Came From Gen X. We hope you've been enjoying the show, but please make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time.